What's goody to the guys, what's poppin' to the people. We back at it in the wee hours of the morning, how we always be. Y'all have to excuse the head, but I was in the middle of getting something done to it, and I felt inspired, you know what I mean? Because I've been putting this off for a few days, but I'm glad I did because I ran across something that's going to make it well worth it. Y'all going to dig this one. And it really helped me decide what I'm going to do for this episode. And it's late. I'm not going to be able long to talk y'all to death, but I got some heat for you, so we're going to get right into it. I'm going to kick it off. We'll start talking about the Superbowl. And I feel like at this level of our development, it really shouldn't even be necessary, but you know, it is what it is till it ain't no more, as they say, or as I say, bro. I made it up. I coined that phrase. But, so, like, I tell people this all the time, and it really this beautiful thing though, because people always be like, why you always deal with religion? Because y'all have to understand, this thing goes way deeper than you can imagine. And that's the reason why you call me a conspiracy theorist and you just dismiss all the things that I bring to the table, because lazy-mindedness and indoctrination. If you check out the videos, which most of y'all don't do, but if you did do, it's a lot of information there. I do not spend all my time studying just so I can tell y'all some regurgitated trash that don't line up. The guy be on point with the information that I'm shooting y'all, and if not, then, you know, let's talk about it. You know, let's have a discussion, debate, discourse, intellectual boxing match, however you want to do it. But, you know, I prefer to be men and gods about the situation. Inbox me, or if I find something wrong with another individual, you know, on that level, you know, I inbox them or whatever. But the information is stellar and be on point. And religion, all this ties into religion because there's a thing going on. And that's why we're going to do Hidden in Plain Sight 2. That's what this one gonna be. We did. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. It was like the second one I did where I made a connection between the gangs and the politics and the color spectrum, and we got real deep, and that was only my second one in. And so we're gonna drop another one. But this time, I felt it was only right to deal with the Super Bowl, because you all still think, you just think stuff is random. Like, the Super Bowl, football in general, is okay, where do they play football at? The stadium. Coliseum. Okay. So you got rows and rows of seats all the way around going up while the action takes place in the center, where men bang into each other and brutalize each other. Which I'm not talking down on football, because until recently I've been a football fanatic most of my life. Got a son in college playing football right now. So it's not like, well, for one, he's his own man, and I can, you know, this is his dream, he's living it out. That doesn't make me look down on him, because I was a part of that dream. All at the same time, nothing's going to stop me from saying what needs to be said. So, back on point, I keep telling you all, everything in this country is Roman. Now, where do you play sporting arenas? Sporting arenas, where the gladiators fight, in the arena, with rows of people up watching while men did battle in the center. This is a Roman concept. Same thing. Okay, now, when you're watching football, What does the Super Bowl give you? It's Roman numerals. Super Bowl 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always in Roman numerals. Why? Because it's controlled by Romans. It all is. Think about it. Common sense. What you're looking at, you are literally looking at biblical pages being acted out in the essence of football. And I know y'all say, "Oh, dude, wild enough." Watch, I'm finna show you. You know, I rarely say things. If it come out of my mouth, I'm gonna bring some action with it, baby. So it ain't gonna be none of that. I'm just talking and blowing smoke. We about to get really, really real up in here tonight. You can believe that, Jack? Okay. Now, and I'm not gonna dwell on it for a long time either, because it's so simple. If you miss it, it's just on you. I told you all Kaepernick was full of it. He got us. That was a fake scenario concocted from the jump. People don't believe me. I dug into this dude. He's a frat brother. He been with the program from day one. From day one. So I was all with the Take a Knee movement. As I said before, I thought it was beautiful, supported it to the fullest, and then things started looking weird to me. And the last straw was when he took the money. And it's common sense. You people can say what you want to say, but I'm going to tell you like this right here. We are bound by the choices we make. He chose to voice his opinion in a manner that made him a public figure. So, at that point, he becomes under the scrutiny of the public. So, therefore, I being the public, it's my right to dig into something and take a peek if I think it don't stand up. And it don't stand up. That if you are a public figure taking a stand for oppression for people, you do not take a check from the oppressor. People lost their livelihood, their jobs, and all kind of stuff with this Take a Knee movement. And then you took a couple million, and then your ass took a knee somewhere. We ain't heard from you since. So, when you do the research, you start looking into Cap. He been with it. Look into it. Everything surrounding this man, from his fraternity days as a Kappa Alpha Psi. This is a system. This is an actual system. It's a running thing. Nothing you see happens for no reason. Pay attention, they are standing in a pyramid in front of the nation's capital on the cover. Everything that's going down is going down for a real reason. When you're checking out the Super Bowl, as I say, when you're checking out sporting events, you're looking at put it to you this way. I'll take you back to, let's go back to Janet Jackson Super Bowl. Y'all remember she did the halftime show, and Justin Timberlake accidentally put her breast out, right? Look at this. Look at that picture. That is a sun around her nipple. If you follow the channel, you paying attention, what did I tell you religion is about? Sun god worship. These people worship the sun. Why do they worship the sun? Because all deities are sun deities. This concept comes from ancient Egypt. As far back as you can remember, people have worshipped the sun. So all deities, whether it's Jesus, whether it's Horus, whatever it is a sun deity. These are concepts. You all hear the stories and you get all caught up in the stories. But these are concepts being acted out. Now, take it a step further. Fast forward to the Beyonce thing. Fast forward to the Beyonce. And I'm going to do something on music too, because it's a lot going on in that. Like, you know, just for a second, we're going to jump back on Janet Jackson. Rhythm Nation. What was she? We are a part of a rhythm nation. But what was she doing? They were doing robotics. This is the merge of man and machine. This is what the video was all about. These things are choreographed. They're not just doing this. Who thought of that? We're going to be half man, half robot in the video. No. Things are being acted out in front of you, and you're so busy dancing and partying and BSing that and I'm not going to say you, I'm going to say we, because I've been a participant for way too long, so I can't point no fingers. But what I am saying is it's time to wake up. There's things right in front of you that you're not seeing. And that's the sick psychosis of it. It's called hidden in plain sight. They do it right in front of your damn face because they know you're so caught up in other things that you're not paying attention. And these things are designed for you not to pay attention. That's the whole point. You're not supposed to be paying. You're supposed to get caught up in the moment. But then how am I being an individual if I'm following suit? How am I turning on my God frequency? Anyway, let's get back to it because this one fire right here. I don't want to break up the energy. So, you know, you're dealing with things right in front of your face and you're not catching them. The Bible plays a big part in it because in order to get you to buy into the ideology of the Bible, they have to play it out. And then you always talk about the prophecies are being fulfilled. No, the prophecies are not being fulfilled. Because if they knew the damn real prophecies, they wouldn't tell them to you. You got to learn to start thinking. Whatever common thought is, just do this. Just do this. Just do it for the sake of you. Don't believe nothing I'm telling you. Just for the sake of you. Just to see, just to test yourself and see. Whatever common thought is, take 10 minutes of your time. 10 minutes of your time to just dig in the opposite direction of what the general public think, or whatever message they putting out there, or whatever energy or whatever suit they want you to follow. Whatever they adamantly push it to the forefront. Take 10 minutes out your day just to dig in the opposite. Google the exact opposite of whatever they're telling you. So, hypothetically speaking, if they're telling you Jesus is the Savior, just take 10 minutes out your day. Just try and Google truth about Jesus and just see what pops up. If it's nothing you can latch on to, and that's just hypothetical, you could do that about anything. I wasn't picking on Jesus. I know that's your boy. But just try for it, for any topic and just see how it works. But either way it goes. Now, we did, off of Janet Jackson, let's go to Beyonce. Beyonce did a halftime show. Now, I was sitting back playing cards. The guys be doing poker every year. So I was that year I was playing poker, and that was the year San Francisco and Baltimore went. Okay, so you had Beyonce perform at the halftime. If you look at the faces, I think she came out the floor on the faces, and I look over at the screen. I said, I know that ain't what I think I seen them. And it was as the faces was pulling apart. Right in the middle, you could see, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then it was all over social media, Facebook, and all of the YouTubers. Everybody hit it on the next day. They tore apart. Satanic this, satanic that. Satan's not what you all think, first of all, but don't worry, because I got that religious series that I'm in the middle of, and I ain't forgot that perception series. Oh no, y'all won't get away. That's probably gonna be next, because I wanted to cover some things in between that were kind of I don't know, will help us along the way. We need to go a little bit deeper in certain aspects. But either way, let's get back to it. So now check this out. I'm gonna pull it up for you. Now look right there. Right there in the middle, you see that. Now I'm gonna put it right up. You see that right there? Now that's the Baphomet. That's the devil's goat that they worship. Now look in the middle. You can see the silhouette of it. Okay, now check this out. Now look at this picture of Beyonce. Look at the ring she got on. Same thing. See what I'm saying? And y'all think it's just coincidence. No, this is not a coincidence. Why would she even wear that? And then why is that coming? This is what these people are into. And I'm going to prove it. I'm not just saying that. If you just pay attention, all of the Super Bowl ceremonies, I mean, Madonna. Check this one out. Look at Madonna right here. She's coming out with the Roman joint on. And look at this. She's on like the horror of Babylon. You know, I mean, like these people, they're working a number on you, bro. It's not just, y'all gotta wake up, turn your feelers on, man. And you can't be oblivious to what's going on. There's something really going on right in front of you. They are acting out a thing. Why? And then if you go back to I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. Not to even y'all see she came out with the whole Roman get up on and all that, but not even to get off of her, to get off of Beyonce. But you got to think about the lights also went out during that Super Bowl. Right after the celebration, the lights went out. And the lights was out for 33 minutes. What a quinky thing. Now, check this out. Now, when the game resumed, look at the time on the clock. Or no, this is right before the lights went out. Either when they went out or when they came back on. Either way it goes, look at it. It happened on 3rd down and 13. So there you got your 33, your Masonic 33, and then you got on 3rd down. Then you got 13:22. How much time was left on the clock? So that shit 3:22 for Yale Skull and Bones. Y'all better pay attention. You honestly think all that's coincidence? Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. That's why we calling it hidden in plain sight. It's right in front of you. But if you don't know what you're looking at, then all of this is just like I'm speaking gibberish. That's why you got to get in tune and start digging for yourself. I'm putting out thoughts up here. If you brave enough to say you don't know what you're talking about when you hear what I'm talking about, but you're not brave enough to prove me wrong and go get some understanding on your own, then you either don't care about your life or you just flat out lazy. There's a thing going on in this world and y'all gotta pay attention. Wake up, baby. It took me 41 years to get to the place where I'm at. And I got a long way to go, but I know for sure I'm headed in the right direction though. Let's keep it moving though. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to now fast forward to the new Superbowl. Now, I say this for last because this is gonna be beautiful. Watch this right here. I'm gonna pull this up for y'all right here. Y'all think this is a game? I'm not playing that. I told y'all gonna get. Well, I'm gonna put this work in with the squad tonight. There won't be no avoiding this one. Okay, here it go. Right here. All right, back. Now, this is a Bible verse. This Super Bowl was the Los Angeles Rams versus New England Patriots. Super Bowl 53 on Sunday, February 3rd, 2019. Rams versus the GOAT. Tom Brady is the GOAT. And it says Daniel chapter 8, the Ram versus the GOAT. Daniel 8 in Gematria has a value of 53. This will be Super Bowl 53. In Daniel chapter 8, the GOAT is victorious in verse 7 over the Ram. This is it's right here in your face. They're acting out the Bible. Okay, I told you everything is Roman. What did they give you? When you see across the screen and it says Super Bowl, what are those? Look, Roman numerals. What? Once again, it's in the Coliseum. You got rows and rows of seats of spectators watching as the battle takes place in the center. As men do battle in the center while people surround them and watch. And the important people sit in their own little private area. Sound familiar? Just like the Romans used to do. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And now, you got to start making these connections. Simply because they're putting it all over the place. Right there in your face. We got to be more observant. Now, we're going to keep it moving though, because I didn't really want to deal with the Super Bowl like that. I mean, like we could do a whole thing on that. I figure by now, if you all been looking at the last years of how plays been going and how stuff been weird, I mean, if you can't tell something ain't right, then I don't know. That's just something I choose not to waste a whole lot of time on. But the information is there. I just did a few things just to show you all, like, the game's just being played with us right in front of your face. Excuse me. So we're going to keep it moving. I mean, like, there's so many things that we just don't put thought into because we don't study. I see people all the time. Have on a Jesus piece and a pharaoh head. Like, or a Jesus piece, or a Jesus piece and a pharaoh head, or they have on an ankh with a Jesus cross. Like, these are two completely different concepts that should never be put on the same neck, under the same mind frame. But we just do things. And it's just weird to be a part of something and not care or have the mind frame to say, hey, I want to know what's going on. When I tell you all the days of the week are Roman, and then I break that down for you, and then I show you, okay, football, the arena, just like in Rome, Roman numerals come across the screen when you're watching the football, biblical verses lining up. It's a Roman religion. Biblical verses lining up with sporting events. I mean, and then you all will tell me conspiracy. Like, I be having these discussions with people that'll tell me that you don't really know what's going on. Those are conspiracy theories. I told y'all before, one person told me if I believe that outside entities really run this country, then I don't know how the politics work. But then you'll go spend $1 that says Federal Reserve Act on it. Federal Reserve Act means that the outside entity controls the country. But, I mean, it's just stuff like that. How could you live in a world where you can look on the back of the dollar and it's totally got esoteric knowledge on it, a ode to the Masons, a ode to the Illuminati, all kind of secret messages, and then turn around and tell me there's nothing weird going on in the country. Everything's on the up and up. You people are nuts. Like, I hate to say it, like, why is all the weird shit on the back of the dollar? Like, just to start there. Nobody want to talk about that. I mean, to this point, it came out about 10 years ago, became public knowledge. But to this point, you can almost run up on idiot, and they can kind of tell you, oh yeah, I know some stuff on the back of the dollar. Yeah, you carry on with your life, and you don't care why it's there. It's freaking it's weird. Y'all weird. I'm sorry, you're weird. It's just weird. My mind don't work like that. Either way it go, let's get back to it, man. It's just like, okay, check this out. How many seconds are in a minute? 60. How many minutes are in an hour? 60. How many hours are in a day? 24. And then numerology, you keep adding. So then 2 plus 4 would be 6. So your entire time system is based on a scale of 666. And somehow, even after I just told you that, and I know none of you listening knew that, you still gonna walk away from here, tell yourself I'm tripping, and get on with your life. You're weird. Let me say this again. I tell you, everything is Roman. None of the time is an illusion. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to break that down too. I'm going to do a whole thing on time that's going to blow your mind away. But for now, for the sake of discussion, just take this with you. 60 seconds in a minute. 60 minutes in an hour. And 24 hours in a day gives you 666. You're governed by a 666 time contingency. Like I see a lot of y'all be putting on y'all Facebook messages. I'm going to just sit that right there. Come on, man. We got to do better, baby. They put it right in our face. They tired of hiding from you people. Y'all ain't paying attention no way. Well, I keep doing all this old secret squirrel. And y'all ain't looking nowhere, so he just throw it in your face. It's all in your face. Now, I promised y'all I wasn't going to be on here all night, and I'm not. We making good time. This one right here is gonna okay, I was going through Netflix, trying to find some programming with the family for the evening, and I mean, I do still watch the Tell Live Vision, I just don't believe it like the rest of y'all do. It's purely entertainment for me, and and believe it or not, as you can see, I'm a movie junkie, for lack of better phraseology. But I do collect movies. I'm a director, so that's something from my childhood. I've always been heavy into movies. It's my passion, so I turned that into a thing. Now, with that being said, I was going through Netflix and I ran across something. Y'all excuse me. Now this completely just, this just blew my wig. I said, whoa, Kemosabe. Now check this one out. Y'all see this right here? This is called Always a Witch, Netflix original series, new 2019. Check it out. While being burned at the stake in 1646 Cartagena, Carmen, a witch and slave, time travels to the future to save both herself and the man she loves. Let me read that again. While being burned at the stake in 1646 Cartagena, Carmen, a witch and slave, time travels to the future to save both herself and the man she loves. Now, I'm going to break this thing down for y'all. But before we even get into that, let's just check the show out. So now, here's y'all about to flip.
She has seduced with her charm a poor innocent man, with the arrogance thinking she's equal to her master. Therefore, by virtue of the encyclical Sumus Desiderantes Affectivus, I condemn you to burn here and in hell. Nomine Patris, in Filii, in Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Did y'all see? So, let me get this straight. In 2019, it's okay to make a Netflix special about burning a slave woman alive and turning it into a cool soda house. And not only is she a slave, but she's a witch. I'm gonna get to that too. That's important. That's an important part. I'm gonna tell y'all why they did that. But now, I ain't even gonna spoil. Check it. Just walk with me. Watch why they burned her. Check this out.
That's not true. She knows how to read and write because I can't comprehend our love, then I renounce it.
Don't do it,
Cristobal!
Cristobal!
My son's destiny will never belong to the devil.
Okay, so now, not only, now the reason why they burnt her is for sleeping with Master's son. And do you see how these people don't play? I'd rather kill you than let you be with a nigga. Shot his own son. This is how they feel. But look what is on Netflix television. And I know what y'all thinking. Well, some of y'all anyway. It gets worse. Like, a lot. Now, check this out. Then now they're gonna break it down. They're gonna even show you in slave quarters. And she getting letters from Master's son. Now listen to the music they playing. Forget that this is slavery. Look at her. She come out looking happy, beautiful, smiling. All this gonna make sense in a minute. All right. Yeah. They're probably wearing world's most horrible movie kits for that trash. But either way it goes, I got one more thing I want y'all to see. And then this gonna take the cake. This gonna sum it all up. And pay attention, y'all, right there. Listen to what he just said. He said, I can reverse time. I can reverse time. Because that's Chronos, Father Time. And we're going to get into him later, a.k.a. Lucifer. Okay, now y'all see that? This the part that, to me, was the most disturbing. So let me get this straight. You a slave who get burned alive for sleeping with one of the slave master's son. This dude give you one wish. You don't want to end oppression. You don't want to bring an end to slavery. You don't even want to free your family that is probably traumatized that you got burnt alive. Your one wish is to bring back to life the dead white dude that got you burned alive in the first place. Are we serious right now, people? I mean, like, she did one wish, and you're a slave. If you were to bring him back to life, you probably would still be a slave. Man, I said this right here, take the cake. But now, let's break this thing down and let's pull it apart. Let's see what are they really on. Let's go back. Let's go back to the cover picture. Okay. You got to pay attention. Now you see, what's the first thing we see? You see her up front, two guys on the back. What are they doing? That's the pyramid. Okay, they're forming the pyramid. They got her up front, and they got the little worldly thing around her. Now, it's crazy the title in the first place. Always a witch. A slave. Always going to be a witch. Even if you die, you're a witch. But either way it go. Okay, so why did they do this? Excuse me. What they're doing right now is representing feminine energy, which is what this entire era is about, pushing forward feminine energy, especially when you're dealing with melanated people. They do not want any masculine energy if you're melanated. So they're promoting feminine energy in general, but definitely the melanated people. Now, the swirly, they're trying to give you the impression that that is magic. That is a DNA strand. Look, pull it up right here. As you can see, that's a DNA strand. Why they do this? As I just told you, they're representing feminine energy. Now, here's another thing. Look how seductive she looks. But look at the face. Now, check this out. Check this one out right here. We got bow. Now, you see her with the red mist across the bottom, coming out of the water with everything behind, with the whole city and everything behind her. Why they do this? Understand, that's why we call it hidden in plain sight. But they don't do anything just to be doing it. So why did they make sure we see this image? Aphrodite, Rome, think Rome. Okay, now, we're sticking with the theme of Rome. We got the Super Bowls, we got the days of the week, we got the religion. I'm going to keep pointing the back of the dollar. We got Rome all over the place. Now, Aphrodite, okay, let's pull it up. And Aphrodite is the goddess of sex and seduction. And she also comes from the water. So they put the feminine energy on the front with the DNA cell around it to represent feminine energy. Then they put them in a pyramid. That's esoteric. You see pyramids everywhere on the back of the dollar. More stolen Egyptian concepts, but we'll get into that at a later date, what that's all about. Now, the other thing is this. Aphrodite is also Venus. Also another sex goddess. Okay, so we're going to bring this home real quick and make sense out of it. Now, Kronos is Father Time, aka Saturn, aka Satan. Venus is the daughter of Kronos. This is why he said, "You're a 100% bloodline," after she showed the 3 5-point stars on her forearm. Everything is connected. Y'all make sense out of this. It's a whole thing going on right in front of your face. You just have to pay attention to what's being said. This is Greek mythology come to life. Greek mythology and the Bible go hand in hand. You think there's separation, but there isn't. I tell you all the time, everything's connected. There is no such thing as separation. That's why I did separative thinking. All is one. Once you understand that, things will start to open up for you. I tell you, this is the matrix. It's all illusionary. Your mind is the only thing that can get you out of here, nothing else. None of what you think is important. It's your mind that's going to help you up out of here. Because your mind can unlock the key to the other real things that are necessary to get you out of this space and time. But go back, revisit some of the things we talked about. I made it short so you guys could really just hone in on the information. I want to be talking to you all morning or whenever you decide to listen to this. But just think. They put it in your face all the time. That's why it's hidden in plain sight. And we're going to revisit a lot of these things, especially the time thing. I'm going to do a whole one on time. It may not be my next one because we're going to get back to that perception part 2 after this. But definitely just think about it. Keep it in mind. Pay attention. Stay woke. Otherwise, programs like that trash that we just seen, they're going to keep on coming with that. And remember, knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. I love y'all.